Good morning, everyone. So for today, our topic is about what is process approach in public policy. So, what is a process approach? Well, the process approach is a method of thinking, applying to understand and plan the sequence and interactions of process in the system. In public policy, this is called public policy process. It is a dynamic, continuous, complex, and interactive system through which public problems are identified and countered by creating new approaches or by reforming existing approach policy. Public policy is more of how the government decides to handle a matter.
What is the purpose of process approach? The purpose of process approach is to help us to communicate with each other by focusing on essential features of political life. Direct our efforts to understand public policy better by suggesting what is important and what is unimportant. Suggest explanations for public policy and predict its consequences.
So how do we implement the process approach? Well, the standard actually spells this out for us. If you go to sub-clause 4.4 of the standard, you'll see that the first thing that it asks to do in there is to determine the inputs required and outputs expected of process. This is how you implement the process approach. You determine the outputs expected, the inputs required. You determine the sequence and interaction. You determine and apply criteria and methods to ensure effective operations and control of the process. You determine the resources and ensure the availability. You assign the responsibilities and authorities for the processes. You address risks and opportunities. You evaluate the processes and implement changes to improve. So, the process approach has been hidden in front of our face the whole time. It is spelled out in sub-clauses 4.4. So the process approach is a method, it's a way of thinking, and its purpose is the same as standard. The methods to implement are spelled out in the standard in sub-clause 4.4.
Process approach advantages. The main advantages of the process approach are coordination of actions between organizational units inside the scope of the process result orientation, improving the effectiveness and efficiency of the organization, clarity of actions to achieve the result, improving the predictability of the results, determine opportunities for process improvement, removing obstacles between organizational units, reduce unnecessary vertical relationships, excluding unused processes, reduction waste of time and material inputs. Process approach disadvantages. They need time to think. They can't write under command or time pressure. Starting the opening paragraph can be difficult because they are still thinking. Revising their work is difficult because, from their perspective, a lot of the revision decisions were made in the thinking process.
Why is the process approach important in public policy? By establishing quality objectives and auditing how effectively the processes fulfill those objectives, an organization can determine whether the processes add value or need to be improved. Using the process approach while designing and developing quality management system enables this to happen. It aims to iron out any inefficiencies, making it easier for your organization to work on continual improvement. Thanks for watching!